Welcome back here to No Glitches Allowed 26. I'm Cherry, and I'm sitting down here with Iron, who's going to be running up our next run of Super Mariomon. Iron, introduce yourself. I'm so excited to talk to you about this.
Hey, yeah. My name is Iron. You may recognize me from some few past events. I've done a few runs for No Glitches Allowed before. I'm super happy to be back. I've mostly done a lot of, for you guys at least, I've done a lot of the fan game speed runs, ROM hacks, that sort of thing. But I also run a lot of the Switch titles as well, the official games. Pretty much mostly just a Pokemon speedrunner, though. Well, this
No,
game
that
is
makes
not
sense.
really Pokemon.
No, it might as well be though. I mean,
Yeah.
compared to like all the other stuff you've run, this is such a like very unique run. As soon as I saw it, I was just completely floored. So for those who don't know what Super Mario Mon is, like if someone's completely new to this run, just give us little details on like how it is overall and how does it differ from like even just a normal Pokemon game and even a normal Pokemon ROM hack.
Yeah, so pretty much it's a game that's based on Pokemon Emerald, where the creators, the Too Many Productions group, they put together a version of Emerald where they replaced everything with Mario characters from a variety of Mario games, including Super Mario Bros., Mario Galaxy, that sort of thing, and pretty much plays like a standard Pokemon game. Where you're going to be, the objective is to collect 8 power stars, which are effectively our badges, and then to beat the Elite Four and champion. So it runs very similar to a Pokemon game, but we get to play as Mario and fight against a bunch of fun, interesting Mario characters.
The cast lists of like characters and mons in this are really widespread, so that's really cool. I'm curious. This is going to be the any percent no level caps run of this category for this run. I'm curious how no level caps, like what is the any percent goal that we're doing, and what is obviously like getting the power stars. But how does no level caps actually take a part of this versus like normal having a level cap on it?
The first time I was brought attention, actually, this game kind of caught my eye pretty quickly, but I never wasn't as interested in running it until I saw someone actually submit a run, and that run was done with level caps. That's sort of a feature that's been added to the more recent base of for Pokemon Emerald and Pokemon Fire Leaf Green. Those are the two main ROM bases that are used for fan games. And there is a feature that's been added and is used quite a lot now that is involving a level cap, where when you get to a certain, when you're working towards a certain badge, or in this case Power Star, you can only level up to a certain point. And in this game in particular, you are given a cap candy where you can use it on all your party members to bring them up to that level cap. So if the level cap is 30 by the second badge, you can cap all your Pokemon to 30 and then fight through the game. So the game is obviously a lot different, right, as opposed to a standard Pokemon's run where you gain experience, you level up as you go. There's a few interesting effects of that. Firstly, the fights, some of them are much easier with level caps on, and some of them are harder than you would be with a no level cap run.
Is there a significant time difference between the two categories?
That's a good question. So there's not been much activity on the top end of the speedrunning side on the level cap side. So the top run on the not most recent patch. There's the most recent patch. We could talk about the patches and the different versions that have come out. The most recent patch came out at the time of this interview about a month ago, and so by the time you see this interview, it'll be about 2 months prior. The top time was around 2 hours. It was a high 2:01 by me. Could have probably gotten, if I had grinded it a bit more, the sub 2 hour. But then the level caps run is maybe 20 minutes slower, but nobody has really put the time to really grind out and put together a solid route for that as of right now. You do get a little bit of a benefit in terms of time with the level caps because you don't gain experience and you don't gain levels, and those take several seconds each level up, and it really stacks up. But you then also have to deal with maybe leveling up all your party members, and that takes time in the overworld. So it'll be interesting. Maybe someone will someone in the community will grind that out and try to figure out a good route for that.
No, absolutely. I mean, I'm so excited just to show this off because it was completely brand new to me. And I said, as soon as I saw this name, I said, I have to dive into this. And to get into this just a little more, you are currently the world record holder for both any% and diploma percent. I'm actually
Oh.
curious what the difference between what is diploma percent and what does that necessarily mean here?
Oh, that's a fun one.
Differently, because it's significantly longer too.
Yes, for sure. So for any%, the goal is simply to beat the champion. So get your 8 power stars, find a mon that beats the game quickly, and then steamroll the game, and then beat the champion. With diploma, you have the goal of that is to obtain all 150. I think it's 100. Is it 151? I think it's 151 unique captures. They're called captures. They're not called Pokemon in this game. Yes, it's 151. So you have to obtain all 151 to get through the game, or to complete the run. Yeah.
That's significantly. I can see why that would take significantly longer to do. Now, speaking of mons, I'm actually curious. So, for those who don't know, this run is going to be starting off with 3 starters. It'll be either Piranha Plant, Bomb, and Blooper in your classic fire, leaf, and water, or grass rather. Excuse me. Why do we go with Piranha Plant versus the others? Not to spoil too much of the run, but why do we start with Piranha Plant? And will we change during the run as well?
Yeah, so that's actually a really great question. I'm glad you asked. So, the route that the current record is, and the fastest route, you can either start with Piranha Plant or Blooper, because we do a main switch. There's an area we can access, which I'm not sure if it was on purpose or inadvertent, but the creators left an area with high level mons available really early. And so we do main switch to something that's level 40, I think it's 42, when our mons are level 20 at the time. So we get that big level jump, and it's a super strong, fast, with good attack mon. I won't spoil it. I might not actually be running that, but the problem is the new patch, they blocked access to that area. So we don't get access to that overpowered mon early in the game. So now we have to actually go back to maybe just using the starter for the whole run. The problem with that is Piranha Plant solo does not work. There are a couple scary fights later in the run. I initially, when I started routing this game, I took Piranha Plant. There was another member of the community. He looked at doing Blooper, and he actually was able to finish a run with Blooper. It was a little bit slower than the route that does the main switch. But the Piranha Plant struggles on a few fights, and you need to pick up and train up an additional capture to deal with those scary fights. And that, I believe, is probably slower than going with Blooper. So in terms of the marathon run, maybe I'll be running the old route on the old patch with the Piranha Plant starter with the main switch, or I'll be doing the new patch with probably Blooper. So we'll see. You'll see what happens when we get to the run.
That is so exciting because this is going to be brand new strategies shown off here. That's so exciting to me. Even that's why that's so fun about these fan games that they add in these patches. Just as a fun question here, I'm actually curious. This is a kind of a 2-part question. Do you have a favorite Mariomon, and what is it? And I'm actually curious, are there like a shiny equivalent in this game?
Yes, that's a great question. So we talked about this a little before we went live here. There's so many options, but I really like Blue Yoshi. That's probably my favorite. One of my favorites. If I had to pick one, I'd scroll through the list really quickly. Piranha Plant's also really good, but I think Blue Yoshi probably takes the cake there. And yes, there are shinies. It's not likely we'll see one because we don't see too many wild mons in the run, and that's generally the only place we're going to see shinies. So that's yeah, we probably won't see it. Even Diploma, it would be pretty unlikely to see one.
No, that makes perfect sense. And it's so cool to see that this game is so fleshed out. So for those who are checking this out, definitely go check out Super Mariomon, check out the mod, play it yourselves. It's completely fleshed out. And Iron, just thank you so much for your time. This has been so good to pick your brain on this mod, and I'm so excited to see this run coming up right now. So we'll be taking you there right now.
All right, thanks for having me.
Hello, everyone. You are watching No Glitches Allowed 2026, where we're just on our last few runs here. Coming up shortly is going to be Super Mariomon, 80% no major glitches, no level cap with iron. And then, thanks to all of your generous donations getting us over 3,000, we well, actually, after the run after that, we will be capping today off with a bonus run of Hubhead No Major Glitches with Hails. So, a great way to end this marathon. Uh, it's, well, we can keep on going, even though we have gotten over 3,000. There's another total that I'd love to see us hit over these last few runs. Perhaps we might be able to get over 3,505, and with that, outdo what we did last year. We also do have some incentives still open. We have a bid war for nicknaming Blooper at the start of this run of Super Mariomon. Currently ahead in that is Crabio. That will be the name as things currently stand. But it is ahead by quite a bit, by slightly under $80, but well, perhaps somebody might want to have a, change that. But if you want to nickname something else in the run, there's also a Dino Rhino that will be nicknamed mid-run, and well, we don't have anything toward that yet, so your donation could be the first. And all of your donations go towards Go Rescue. We've had a $20 donation from Karu saying, GG Casserole, amazing run. Thank you. And $80 from Upper Casserole saying, $80 for the 4 hits. Best of luck to all the remaining runners and commentators. If you'd like to help with our future events, we always accept volunteer applications before our events. They typically run alongside submissions and are announced on our Discord and other social media. Keep an eye on those if you're interested in running production, tweeting the tweets, or maybe even hosting live on the mic like I am right now. Even if you're just looking to volunteer for the first time, we would be happy to help you get your foot in the door.